seen all that much change. Although I am hearing, and am in the field, we're getting more and more sellers that are raising the question, and there are sellers that are, taking, there's really three options. A seller can not offer compensation. A seller can say, we're going to offer compensation and give their realtor permission to broadcast to a buyer's agent if they ask, how much are you offering? Or the seller can take the third option, where they can say they're willing to cooperate and maybe offer compensation, but they're not going to offer it, or they're not going to even reveal it until they see the offer and the terms and what the agent's looking for, and then negotiate that out. So we're seeing more of that on the sell side.
It was happening, unbeknownst to buyers, and I'm sure a lot of buyers agents were like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about paying me. The seller is now gonna compensate me." That was kind of the widely accepted sort of practice. So in the past, it was pretty much known that I was going to get compensated from the seller, whereas today I have to ask for that compensation. Now, when we have buyer brokers, showing your property, they may be writing us offers. They're going to try to get their payment from the buyer broker, but
in knee deep in all these settle agreements and lawsuits. Some of them are attorneys, some of them are broker owners, some of them are presidents of these companies, but we're talking about the people who are knee deep in the settlement. And the DOJ is going to go after everybody that's going to attempt to do things almost the exact same way, and just having a buyer agreement signed, but not changing how one's doing an agreement. See in court probably in the next 1 to 2 years, because
obviously always be prepared to go and show your clients what their subsection is of what they want to look for, and have your buyer broker agreement discussed and negotiated and put together with your client before you're even out in a car. That's how it always should have been. There always should have been an education on the buying side that we don't work for free, which is...
We've been explaining this to them for going on 2 years now. It's just finally coming into play. So I made mandatory at my brokerage buyer contracts January of this year to get everybody used to talking to their buyer about what they're going to get paid and start having that conversation up front. And
same approach. And the few buyers that I've had, I tell them, my job is to find you the best house. I don't want the commission to block this, out. Sometimes the seller will pay, sometimes they don't. You will have an option. Your option is you can cut me a check for my work, or you can offer a little bit more and we build it into the price, and then it will be in the mortgage. So you have a choice, but I don't work for free, and I signed a buyer agency agreement with them up front. And so they understand that.